Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, the Democrat globalist arm wants to bring in the new year with a resolution. That resolution to their opposition is shut up, opposition, or be silenced. Right now, there is a major move from the Democratic side to silence any and all nationalist voices on the airways or on social media. And right now, they've got three major people right in their sights. They are encouraging everything from boycotts to ad boycotts to suppression of news to even calling them out and putting falsities about them online. They are vipers and they are wolves doing this to people. But who are the three that they now have in their sights? They've already deplatformed Alex Jones from Infowars and Gavin McInnes and many others. But now they have their sights set on Michael Savage, on Tucker Carlson, and PewDiePie. Two who are very strong politically. PewDiePie, just because he is simply pro-Trump, and he likes and gets the attention of the 20 age range, the 20-something age range. And they do not want someone like PewDiePie encouraging people of that age range to like Trump. Ergo, they've got three brand new targets. Let's start first with Michael Savage. Check out this report. This is from his website, WND.com. Radio silenced. Station set to dump Michael Savage. It makes no sense. He says, I have a loyal audience. InformationLiberation.com. Michael Savage being silenced. Losing show to Never Trumper, Ben Shapiro. They are literally taking Michael Savage's show from 3 hours down to 1 hour, and eventually I'm sure they'll wipe him out down the road. But they're taking someone who loves Trump, is a nationalist, and is a Christian, and replacing him with a Never Trumper? Really? What's the motive? Michael Savage is one of the most, well, he's a New York Times #1 bestseller repeatedly, and he's got an amazing audience, and now just like that, they're going to remove him for someone like Ben Shapiro. Does it have anything to do with the fact that they're attempting to silence nationalist voices? Well, coincidentally, at the very same time, they're doing, well, different stuff to Tucker Carlson, Fox News host. Check out this report. This is from Breitbart.com. Jude promotes ad boycott of Fox News Tucker Carlson. Keep in mind, they did the same thing with Sean Hannity. Let's just, tell all his advertisers to boycott who he is so they don't pay any money to Tucker Carlson. That is exactly what they're doing. Here's another one from RealClearPolitics.com. CNN's Chris Cuomo denounces Tucker Carlson. I don't consider him a colleague. I can't say the same for Chris Cuomo. He's not much of a reporter in my opinion, but here they are encouraging other reporters to deplatform Tucker Carlson. That's called blacklisting. They used to do that in Hollywood when they didn't want some particular movie out. They'd go after their advertisers. They'd go after people who supported them. They'd go after anything they can. The platforms that they were on to get them off air, they would start calling the radio stations of whoever they worked for to get them removed. Same tactics today being used against Tucker Carlson. And finally, this other victim, PewDiePie. Check out this report on Infowars.com. The deplatforming of PewDiePie has begun. Learn why. Find out why the latest target of the PC police, or why he is. Basically, in a nutshell, they are targeting him. They're saying he's a racist because he has the same haircut as Hitler, which is the most ludicrous thing I have ever heard of. Many people have a similar haircut to PewDiePie. It has nothing to do with Hitler. It's just what's in style. I want to just laugh. But then they went on further and said he shot a rabbi in a video game. He's a video game, and he literally laughs, if you've ever seen his stuff, at everything he shoots. It's his cliche. So he shoots this, just so happen to have a rabbi name. He laughs about it like he's laughed about every other color, race, creed, and person on a video game. And because of his name, rabbi, whatever it was, I'm not remembering, they say he's anti-Semitic. Most insane thing I have ever heard. Why? Because he likes President Trump. He's more of a nationalist, I believe, and because he has the heart and attention of a bunch of 20-year-olds. Wow. The Democrats don't like it when somebody who is pro-Trump and has the attention of 20-something, he's the biggest YouTuber gamer in all of YouTubeville. And so they attack him for it because they can't have him talking about nationalism. That is the level that they're taking it to, especially this new year. What's really going on? Well, check out this report on Infowars.com. Emergency. Leftists attempting to erase all nationalists from the airwaves. Far-reaching networks of like-minded Patriot terrify the globalist. Here's another on Breitbart.com. Nolte. What's happening to Tucker Carlson and others is called blacklisting. Basically, to deplatform, suppress, strip sponsorship from anyone who's standing against the establishment views. And they're not stopping. They're doing it right in the eye of you, the American public. Let's just continue to take these guys down over and over and over again, who have literally done nothing wrong. They're not racist. They haven't said a racist thing out of their mouths. And here they are getting blacklisted simply for their political views. And what do they call racism? Well, if you're against immigration. Never mind the fact that over in Tijuana, where the migrant caravan has grown, there's trash everywhere on the streets. And the city of Tijuana, the people who live there are irate. They don't want them there because they're terrorizing the city and breaking into the houses and causing a bunch of crime. But if you're against illegal immigration, you've become a racist when the two are on opposite ends of the spectrum. That's the kind of insanity that we're at. But don't worry. They're even suppressing the President of the United States of America. Check out this tweet. And this is from President Trump. And it says, Facebook, Twitter, and Google are so biased toward the Dems. It is ridiculous. Twitter, in fact, has made it much more difficult for people to join at Real President Trump. They have removed many names and greatly slowed the level and speed of increase. They have acknowledged and have done nothing. They claim they're not censoring his Twitter account. It just so happens to be falling on their own. No. I've witnessed this on my own. I've witnessed it on Facebook. I've had thousands of people adding months, day after day after day. And all of a sudden, one day during President Trump's campaign, it stops like that. Never again to go over that number except by like 100 over the past 2 years. That is not possible. They pretend like they're not committing these atrocities, but yet they do it right in front of our faces. And the rest of the other side pretends like it's just the way it is. People don't like you. No. What goes around comes around one day. That's what these people don't realize. And look, if the other side was getting censored, I would stick up for the other side. Every side has the right to a voice and opinion. But yet, they're attacking nationalists at every level. And in conclusion, I like what Tucker Carlson had to say about speaking truth. Take a listen.
Those who won't shut up get silenced. You've seen it a million times. It happens all the time. The enforcers scream, "Racist!" on Twitter until everybody gets intimidated and changes the subject to the Russia investigation or some other distraction. It's a tactic, a well-worn one. Nobody thinks it's real. And it won't work with this show. We're not intimidated. We plan to try to say what's true until the last day.
I agree with Tucker. We should not stop speaking truth. We shouldn't allow ourselves to be intimidated, but we should stand up and stand firm in those things that we know are right and those things that we hardcore believe in. It is the very reason that people like Tucker Carlson, udypie, and Michael Savage, they have not sold out to the other side. They have kept themselves pure in their beliefs, and because of that, they become targets for censorship. People like Alex Jones and others that have experienced major amounts of censorship. They're only censored because they have not given in by those who are pulling the strings of our country. The shadow government, the deep state, call it what you will, Illuminati, different branches. But they're the ones pulling it. The president is doing all that he can, but even he has his hands tied. Imagine the president says I'm being censored and absolutely nothing is getting done about it. Makes you wonder who really is in charge of this country. Anyhow, I wanted to get you guys the latest on all of that. I'd love to get your comments and thoughts and concerns. Also, if you guys want to help donate, you can on Patreon. I actually started making videos on there that are specifically only for the Patreon supporters there, so you can check that out at Patreon, Lisa Haven. But I've got exclusive video content there. Also, don't forget to check me out at my brand new podcast, Red Alert. You guys can download that at Google Play or at iTunes. So check that out on your phones and get that today. It's called Red Alert. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.